Boy, I never thought I would be doing a video tonight. Literally trying to recover from the flu because I feel like crap. But I just wanted to touch on the whole issue of suicide, especially after hearing about the news today about Twitch boss from the Ellen talk show. And I just want to point out that it's alleged that it's suicide. But I want to encourage somebody tonight to let them know that, hey, there's still hope. And yes, I might be telling there's still hope, and you've been trying and hoping for all your life and for a very long time, and yet you just don't look like things are going to turn around. But I want you to keep believing in something. Keep believing that the page will turn. You will move on to the next chapter. Just stick it out a little longer. Doing this life thing is very hard. It's very hard. Life is very hard. You can really have some tough days. I myself have had some really tough days. There are times when I just literally have to shut off. I just shut off. And I shut off and I shut out. And it might last for an hour, might last for two, might last for a day or two, so that I can refuel and nurture my spirit and talk to myself to remind myself that there's greatness inside of me and that there's much more work to be done, and that it's not time to give up now. It really takes mental fortitude though, and to push through. Sometimes there are many days when you feel like you give up. We're human beings. You feel like you give up, and that's and I strongly believe that's with everyone. You feel like, why am I doing this? And sometimes we look on people and we're like, yo, them have it together. They have the house that you are dreaming of. They have the fancy cars that you are dreaming of. They have the job that you're dreaming of. They're making the monies that you're dreaming of. But yet, they're unhappy. And then people now will ask the question, so what is happiness? Some people will say, boy, give me some money and me happy. Well, I'm not here to try to define happiness for anyone. I will tell you about what gives me happiness. Happiness for me is peace of mind. Happiness for me is when I can sing a song or remember a poem when I was young, or I can laugh with my friends and my family, and when I can provide for myself and my family. That's what happiness is for me. That's what it is for me. Knowing that I'm loved and I'm cared for, even when I don't feel like I am loved. I know deep down I am loved by someone, somewhere. Even if they're not showing it in the moment. But I just want you to believe in something and just fight a little bit longer. Men commit suicide more than women. We don't necessarily have the outlet, or so we are led to believe, that we're not supposed to talk about things and cry about things and stuff like that. I can tell him, and I bawl. Anything, and I feel like I want bawl, I bawl. That's it. Me, Alric, I bawling. Or anything I don't like or I'm displeased of, I talk about it. Me, I talk about it. I mean, I bawl about it. You know what I'm saying? So, try not to bottle up everything. I know sometimes you're like, talking about it not going to make any sense, really. But sometimes you realize that it actually makes some sense. Because what you're struggling with, somebody has already struggled with that. So they can share with you as to how you can get past that. I've been in situations before where others are struggling with something and them tears and knows not and everything. And I was able to share with them what they can possibly do to get by. Why? Because I've had the experience before. One time I was doing some construction back in the country, and I was trying to figure out something like for weeks, and it stressed me out big time, really. And then my brethren, Levan, came by, and I was like, yo, bro, brethren, that thing I messed up in my mind, I try to figure that out. And within 10 seconds, he was able to say, but Alric, XYZ, 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 XYZ. And then I look on it, and I'll never figure that out. And that is so easy. You don't have all the answers. So let's talk about it. I've had some tough days. I have some tough days, tough days, and people see me too, and they tell me that, hey, Alric, hey, you have it all together. Bro, you don't know when I have my tough days. But one of the things that sometimes I know that see me through is because I've had tougher days than the tough days that I've seen. But every tough day is different from all the other days, because they don't come in the same shape and form. But there's one thing that remains constant for me, is God. Him deal with any shape and form. So I pray my way through. I sing my way through it. And some people still try to sing their way through and pray their way through, and it just don't seem as if it is working. But I will tell you this, that me don't know enough fire when out. Me don't know enough fire when out. Me don't know if you know. And every rope, no matter how long you see it, it has an end. Rain must stop fall, and the sun must shine again. So I want you to keep believing and keep holding on, because you have much to give. You have much to give. You have much to give. Sometimes we feel as if, we are like giving our all. And like you just not getting a thanks back at it. No thanks behind it. Not a thanks behind it. I give it all. And sometimes that's enough to just drive you off your rockers, Sometimes everybody just seems ungrateful. But keep holding on. Talk to yourself in the mirror. I do that too. I talk to myself in the mirror and remind myself of my greatness and why I'm here. And I talk to the Lord in the moment too as well. And sometimes you're talking to the Lord, it seems if you're not hearing him, but believe him, man, he's there. When you're in the storm, he's there with you. Might look like saying no day, but he's there with you. Believe me. He always show up just in time. How many times? And if you're willing to admit, how many times it look as if, yo, like this is the last day if this not happen. Huh? When you look, something work out. You got that. You got that probably I don't even believe in. If you don't choose to believe in the God that I believe in, that's okay. But believe in something. Believe in something. Believe in a higher power that will take you through. You are enough. You are loved. You are great. You are great. And you're put on this earth to make a difference. A positive difference. Keep holding on, my brother. Keep holding on, my sister. I'm holding you to believing in something. Just keep holding on. Take good care.